Taurians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a little bonus reading. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I will also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Taurians, this is your little bonus reading. I'm going to get all the cards first before I connect to an outcome. You will notice that I'm in a different room in my apartment. Unfortunately, they're doing a lot of work outside in the street at the moment. Isn't it typical? I go from my folks' house where they're doing DIY next door, and now they're doing some sort of building work just outside my usual space. So I'm just in the back room basically, so I do apologize if the sound is a little bit different, okay? So let's get straight to it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Taurians? This is a little bonus reading of what your guides want you to know. Now, just to let you know, your 10th house of ambition is starred for you at this time. Now, this can be ambition to get a project done or realized. It can also be you being at a critical point in your life right now where you need to focus on something in order to make things happen for you. It does not always have to mean you're focused on your career, but this is really about asking what you want from life, where you want to be, and how you're going to get there, how you're going to achieve all your aspirations. So you're really going to be influenced by that 10th house over the next couple of weeks. Then we move into your 4th house, and that is about finding balance. It's about your work-life practice if you are someone who is currently working at this time. And if it's not, it can be also about your home life. It's all about your family. It's about the routines that you've built, financial foundations as well, things that you'll be really looking at, your family relationships, friendships, and oh, I'm just gonna go get those cards because it just flew all over the place. It's interesting that you've got the card of friendship right here as well, because your 4th house really is influencing you as to who you are, who gets to live in your energy, and who really is a positive influence in your life. So I'm just going to go get those other cards. One moment, please. Oh, it was just the one card. It was the Lover's card there for you. Okay, so I can definitely see that you're looking at your partnerships at this time, your friendships, but also you're trying to be really focused on projects and things like that. Your guides want you to be aware that they're really proud of who you are and how you are dealing with the time frame that we're in right now. There's a lot of pressure on. You may feel that there's a lot of difficulty that you've been going through trying to navigate the last couple of years, but they're showing me that although it's been a bumpy ride, you've been very adaptable. You've been very flexible, shall we say, to the energies that you have been forced, shall we say, to encounter. Now, I can see that you are deeply thinking about your spiritual path over the next 4 to 5 weeks. And I mean, you got the Lover's card twice as well. So you're very much in a strong sense of the law of attraction, okay? Which tends to mean that you are in a high vibrational energy to attract the things that you really want. You've got the 7 of Cups there as well. So that really indicates that you are opening yourself up to different avenues this year in general. But I really feel it's more about you changing the way that you look at life and changing the way you approach things, because it will bring more positivity. I mean, you're already getting major synchronicities in your reading, my beautiful Taurians. You've got the Lovers twice, and you've also got the Wheel of Fortune twice. So this means that Jupiter really is working in your favor, okay? Now, Jupiter is direct right up until May of this year, which means that there is a lot more opportunity to be achieved. You've got the Knave of Chalices there. So there's an offer coming in as well. I feel like you're really honoring your heart at this time. You're listening to your heart. You're listening to what it is you truly want. And you're trying to look at your life in a way where you're trying to make things run smoothly and, you know, resolve anything that is putting you out of balance. Now your first card there is, of course, the Friendship card. And it says here, someone offering, oh, I hope that's, as I said, I'm in a new space, so it's only just down the hall in my back room, basically. But, you know, because I've had to rearrange everything, I'm actually just trying to get to grips with all the focus of the camera and things. So bear with me for the next day or so. So we have here friendship, someone offering their support, someone close to you, your social circle. But because you are such a wonderful heart, my beautiful Taurians, you're very good friends to people, okay? You keep secrets. They're showing me the High Priestess there. So that really indicates that you're the sort of person who doesn't gossip too much. If someone actually gives you, you know, a piece of their truth, and they, you know, trust you with some information, you're the sort of person you would take it to the grave, okay? So you're really good with that, and I feel this will be rewarded for you in karma, okay? That's what they're showing me. It's like someone comes for support, and later down the line, you are gifted with karma because of it, okay? Good karma. Now, you may feel that you want to get out there and connect to the people that you've considered your soul tribe, your friends, but there's also this push and pull right now for you, where you may also feel like really going off grid or under the radar in order to focus on something, because you may have felt that you've been a little bit scattered in your energy, or even though we've started 2023, you may have started really strongly, that you want to push through and get things done, but then suddenly the motivation is starting to wane a little bit. You're like, oh, it just feels very much like the same old thing, just a different year. So I feel a lot of you are trying to look for inspiration, and you're going deep within. I also see that this year is a very strong year for you connecting spiritually. Some of you may take a spiritual vacation, or you may be looking at, you know, focusing on finding a spiritual teacher or a mentor. Some of you may even connect to institutions, or like yoga practices, or some sort of group activity that you've been putting off for a little while, but it's all to bring you peace of mind. Some of you may even reach into doing meditation, or even become a teacher yourself, my beautiful Taurians, because the High Priestess, they're giving me very strong energy that you are going deep within. You're trying to find enlightenment, and there may be something that you're trying to resolve in your mind at this moment. You may have some questions you need answering right now, because I see there's a little bit of worry here, and I will pull a card on it, but I feel there's a lot of doorways and portals opening up to you that gives you opportunity to navigate difficult times. And you know, you don't need me to tell you that these have been very difficult times that we've been navigating for the last 18 months or so. And I feel a lot of you are trying to use your intuition to go inwards and find out, you know, intuitively where you feel the world is headed, so that you can be ahead of the game. I really feel like you're trying to put yourself in a very strong position, and you're being very aware of your surroundings, and that will actually hold you in a very good stead. You'll be in a very, very good position. I feel that you are gathering knowledge at this time, my beautiful Taurus, and you are actually I feel you're voracious for this information. So some of you may watch like lots of videos online, maybe YouTube videos and things like that, where you're really trying to gather knowledge from other people who may be in certain sectors in the world that you're interested in right now. I feel a lot of you may be even thinking about putting yourself on some sort of course of learning. So whether you're retired or not, I feel like you're actually focusing on building skills, finding a talent or some sort of hobby that you enjoy doing, but also I feel like you're trying to find a course that really resonates with you. This could be a spiritual course, doesn't have to be, but it could be something that you're really interested in. You know, you may put yourself on a course of learning online, or because we've got the Three of Cups in the resistance position, so you may actually feel like, you know, there's something here you want to do on your own, okay? So, or it could be something that perhaps just before bed you sort of unwind by watching some videos to help you garner more knowledge, is what I'm picking up here. I feel a lot of you are also trying to find peace of mind, and I really want you to be aware. Your guides are showing me that if you're watching things like news articles or news outlets or news sources that of course have a lot of doom and gloom, and I know that we need to be very aware of what's going on in our world, it's important for you not to do that just before bed, okay? Because when we're in the waking, sleeping state, we're just in the between worlds, okay? We're taking that vibe with us, we're taking that vibrancy with us. So it's so important, in order to get a better night's sleep, my guides are just showing me that it's important to either do something fun or read something fun, if you can find something on the internet these days that's fun, to watch before bed, or just close off by removing yourself from things like social media just before bed that has anything negative in there, because it's about raising your vibrations. Now we do have the Lovers card and the King of Swords. So I feel like there's something here that you're thinking about doing with your heart. And I don't mean physically with your heart. I feel like it's something that really is pulling you in a certain direction right now. And you've just been thinking it over. You've been in a state of analysis where you're really trying to gain new perspective. You're thinking about which direction your heart truly wants to go in. Remember, as soon as you start to follow your heart, the doorways will actually start to open naturally, because when you're on the right path, the universe orchestrates things behind the scenes to help you follow through on whatever your heart's desire is. Now, the Lovers card, of course, is the choice card. So it's so important that you've got the Seven of Cups and you've got the Lovers card twice. So right now you may feel like you've got a lot of options in your life. And sometimes when we've got a lot of options, we become a little bit scattered or indecisive, because you've got the Magician card in the resistance position. So it kind of tells me that right now you could go in a lot of directions, but right now you're trying to find focus, or you're trying to go inwards and seek answers to become, you know, very strategic, shall we say, in the things that you take action on. Now, the Lovers card also is a card that reminds you to take the path that your heart really resonates with. And this is a card where you're in a heavy law of attraction, okay? My guides also want you to be aware that you are naturally someone gravitate towards. You've got a beautiful heart. It's very pure. You have pure intentions, and people can see that, okay? You are a lovable person both inside and out, and your guides really want you to be aware of that. Now, this card also indicates that you may have a personal decision to make. You've got lots of ideas, but you need to really check in with yourself and examine the motives and values when contemplating which path to take. I always say, whenever anyone's a little bit, you know, in between decisions, you know, envisage yourself in each scenario. Really visualize what your life would be if you took path A, or if you decide to take path B, and see where you could potentially, you know, end up at the end of it, and which one really, you know, connects to your emotions and makes your heart sing with joy and brings peace of mind. That's where you will find your path. That's where you would take your first steps, okay? Now, some of you may, of course, be looking for love at this time. I'm going to pull a card because I do feel like there is someone here who has hidden feelings for you. This is someone who is a friend. Okay, you may see this person as your friend. With the High Priestess, this is someone who's keeping things secret. They're keeping things within. And this person thinks about you a lot. This person may be a little bit older than you. Doesn't have to be, but they may be a bit more spiritually aware. So I'm just going to, when I say spiritually aware, this person may be like a mentor, or someone who is, shall we say, has a little bit more experience than you at this moment in time, or they may have experience in a certain sector that you work in or that you surround yourself in. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Yeah, this person thinks about you a lot. We got Ace of Swords here. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? Nine of Cups. They feel like they would not be your first choice, okay? They feel very much like you would be a wish come true, but they are unsure as to how you would feel. I'm just going to pull one more, the Justice card. I feel like this person actually, they try to help you in things. They try to help you out in things. If you ever want to know something, they're always kind of there. This person may even work within, you know, some sort of career sector, or did work in a career sector if you're retired, in law, or, you know, in civil service, or, you know, they could even be working for the services in some way, because we got the Justice card there. This person's really honest, really true blue, very down to earth. They get in their head quite a lot, okay, is what I'm seeing here. And this person, they like to communicate with you. They like to reach out to you. You're always on this person's mind. Now I'm just going to see how you feel about this person. I feel like they want to tell you the truth. They want to come clean. They want to tell you, but they're trying to find the best way, because this person does not want to actually make things weird, should we say. Even if you're in a relationship, my beautiful Taurians, there is somebody here who has feelings for you. Now, if you're in a relationship, I feel that's why this person's been hesitant to act on it, okay? So, you know, I'm not here to judge anybody. You know, we all get crushes from time to time, and we just can't help it. But you just don't act on it if you're with somebody else. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Okay, that's an 8 of Swords in the reverse there. So how do you feel about this person? Queen of Cups, you have a lot of care. I'm just going to go get that card now in a moment. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. You don't see a future with this person, okay? Page of Cups. I feel like if you're looking for love, I feel like you want new. I'm just going to go get that card. One moment, please. Yeah, 8 of Swords in the reverse there. Now, also, I am picking up on another energy here, but I'll stick with this one first. Queen of Cups, you really care about this person. You have a lot of empathy. You've got a deep bond with this person. And, you know, you and this person, it's really friendly and close is what I'm feeling. And I feel like you're always there for this person. They're quite supportive of you. But with the 2 of Wands in the reverse, it tells me that you don't see a future with this person, okay? It feels very much like you wouldn't want to cross the line or the divide. Page of Cups tells me that you would look for new love, okay? And if you are looking for love, and there is new love coming on in, this is not meant to be a love reading, but they're just giving me that energy that if you are looking for love, there is one coming on in. And we've, of course, got that 8 of Swords in the reverse. So I really get this sense that, you know, you would want to not really make things weird with this person. You're open to communicate, because I feel like you and this person have got a really close bond, but I feel you would restore your friendship if this person said, hey, look, I've got feelings for you. I feel that this person, you know, it may be a bit weird for a moment, but I feel you've got a deep bond with this person. It would not break your friendship long term, okay? Now, also, I'm picking up on an energy here that if you are someone who is trying to find some sort of new project, or you're opening yourself up to a new opportunity, something that you've been wishing for a while has not shown up for you, but you're getting some really good karma, okay? There's an offer coming on in, and I feel like, you know, when it comes in, just feel how you feel in your heart with this new offer that's coming on in for you. You know, go for it. I feel like it's something that you will grab with both hands. You're going to be really enthusiastic about this, and it is like a dream opportunity. It could be a job if you're looking for a job, because of course your 4th house is connected. So that's all about job opportunities. I feel right now you're attracting what you desire, because you got the Lovers card in your protagonist energy, and you got the Lovers card in the outcome. So what you are resonating in your heart and your mind, remember, thoughts become things, because you have a King of Swords right now. This is indicating that you will get what you truly want, what you are visualizing, because it's so important. What you can see in your mind, you can have in your hand. Now, the King of Swords does indicate that you're in your head at the moment, or you're feeling like you're in thinking mode and you don't want to be disturbed. I almost feel like it's Taurus does not want to be disturbed at this time, because you've got a focus. And with this King of Swords energy, I really feel like you are mastering a craft, or you're mastering something that you do. It could even be a hobby. The King of Swords is like to communicate clearly what you want. So I feel you're in a decision mode, shall we say. You're trying to be logical about something, and whatever it is, I feel you will boldly go after it and you will accomplish it. Now, Right now, some of you, if you do not have love, you may be a little bit in your head about love, wondering if it's ever going to show up for you. You may have felt scattered for a while, or you may have come across people who put you in situations that were perhaps, you know, compromised, shall we say. You may have felt very broken by love in the past. There may have been some emotional manipulation. I want you to be aware that there is new love coming, and this new person is not going to treat you the same, okay? So that's just coming up briefly there as well. Now, in the resistance position, we've got independence. So some of you may have felt a little bit stuck in a rut in something that you're in right now, and you may feel that you cannot spread your wings, or you feel like things have not been going in your favor. You may have felt a little bit chaotic, or you may have felt, especially with the Wheel of Fortune in this position, it indicates a little bit of either you felt stuck in a rut, or you felt that luck has not been on your side. And it says here, start to explore new territory, possessing magical powers, and follow your intuition. But your protagonist energy indicates that you are in a state of law of attraction. So you are following your heart. You are actually making decisions that will benefit you long term. You're really putting yourself in a very good position. Now, some of you also, you may have been looking at the way of the world at this moment and feel that there is a lot of precarious energy where you felt that things are not as stable as they once were. And a lot of you may have been feeling a little bit anxious or have a little bit of anxiety. I want you to, well, what I'm getting here is some of you may be setting up independently. For example, if you're setting up your own business, or you were thinking about returning as a consultant, for example, if you're retired, some of you may think about picking up like a little something passive income that ticks over, on the side. Could even be like real estate, because your fourth house is connected there. So some of you may be having lots of ideas of setting up independently, but you've been putting it off, or you felt really scattered in your energy, or you may have felt just a little bit uneasy because of the energies that have been about. Use your intuition. You can make things happen, okay? You're here, you have that magic, and you have that determination to succeed. You're very talented, you're very gifted at what you do, especially since you've got the Magician card here. But sometimes you do not believe in your talents, or sometimes you feel a little bit frustrated when you can't express yourself, and it just puts you in a mood where you feel stuck in a rut, and you feel I'm getting the sense that sometimes you may look at situations where you have either had people underestimate you, or had people undervalue you in some way, and it's really made you quite frustrated. And I feel something that you're chipping away at, that you're trying to accomplish for you, is going to happen for you, okay? But I feel there's been a bit of resistance, and they're giving me, do not be, how can I put that? I'm trying to get the word that they want to give me, because they're showing me an image in the water right now. So let me see. I'll give you the image first, and perhaps they'll give me the word. They're showing me like a little scarab beetle, and it's got an eye on it. So scarab beetles, of course, I'm using an Egyptian tarot, two Egyptian decks, so perhaps that's why they're showing me the scarab beetle. But scarab beetles tend to be about luck, actually, and good fortune, regeneration, and protection. So this could be, a life cycle. The eye, of course, is about seeing that vision, and you are a visionary, okay? You're really in your head right now thinking. You've got a beautiful brain. It's like a supercomputer. So really trust all the ideas that you've got coming your way. I feel like you're going to have a breakthrough on something that perhaps you've been wrestling with. The scarab beetle, of course, is for protection, but it can be to begin something or end something, or maybe master something, because it's like a life cycle. So it's like to begin, to master, and to end something. So whatever it is you are focusing on, you will make it happen. When you get the Magician card, this tells me that you are super talented or gifted in an area of your life that you've been called to focus on. So whether you're retired or not, even if you're retired, you're going to be picking up a project that you feel called to focus on, and you're going to be really good at it. This is a card of skill, of focus, of desire, and all these forces with creativity coming together to help you accomplish any goal. And whether you're in your career, and you're focusing on a certain level, I really feel like you're leveling up. But remember, they're giving me two things. One, don't doubt your beautiful self, because if you believe that you can do something, then you're right, you will do it. But if you also believe that you cannot do something, that there are forces against you, then you will feel that energy, and you will also prophesize that as well. So it's important. Thoughts become things. They are also giving me this energy that you will reach the top of the mountain. Okay, I feel like whatever your mountain is, because everyone's got a personal mountain or something that they found difficult, or you felt obstacles in the way, you will reach the top. Wherever you're going, you will reach the top, because you're determined, you're hardworking, and you never give up, is what they're giving me. Now, the Three of Cups, it's in the reverse. Some of you may have even given up food substances or alcohol for the last couple of weeks. The Three of Cups also is an energy of perhaps you've been going off grid a little bit, and you've been working on your own on something, because the Independence card with the Three of Cups in the reverse, it's like you get it in the reverse there. This is the reverse position. First pile is the protagonist energy. Second pile is the antagonist energy. So you may feel a little bit lonely at this time, or you may feel when you're working really hard on a project and you feel, oh, you really just want to go out with friends, but actually you've got to focus on something at this time. So it can feel like there's this push and pull. So with this Three of Cups, I really feel that there is going to be something to celebrate, and you will actually meet up with your friends again in the next couple of weeks. But there's been something here that you've been resisting. I also get this sense where you're trying to build healthier lifestyle practices with better exercise routines, diets, and focus. Body, mind, and soul is what they're giving me right now as well. Now, with this Three of Cups, it's also about people coming together, community. So some of you, as I said, may have been, focusing on something on your own at the moment. But I feel as you move throughout the next couple of weeks, you're going to find a communal outlet for your energy. Some of you may creatively collaborate with other people, or you may put yourself on this course of learning and meet friends for life on this course. I really get the sense that, friendship is important. I know we have to go off and do our own thing sometimes, but the sense of community is so important, especially in our day and age right now. We are living in an age where there's so much, wonderful technology, but it's actually isolating us further and further and further from society. Even though it's connecting us on a virtual level, it's important to remain physically connected, okay? The power of a hug. It's so important. It changes the endorphins, it changes the frequency within your energy, the power of good communication with someone face to face, just even over a juice or coffee or a water, whatever it is. Interaction is so important, and it's going to become even more important as the world evolves, because there are some changes that are coming. We are all aware of those changes. They're going to be very difficult to navigate, and building your community is important. Building the people, building connections with the people that you truly care about, who are your soul mission and your soul tribe. I feel like you're working that out right now, and I feel you're going to meet the people who resonate on your frequency. So some of you may put yourself on a hobby that you enjoy doing. It could be artistic in nature. It could even be like a book group. It doesn't have to be something that you physically do. It could be that you read something and you come together to collectively talk about ideas, because you're in that idea state right now. It could even be like an online forum, and eventually that you somehow make some sort of group meeting or vacation where I just feel this sense of wanting to belong to something in your reading. Now we've also got the Wheel of Fortune here. It's in the resistance position. So a lot of you may have felt, as I said, a bit stuck in a rut, or you may have felt things are out of your control and you're trying to change things for the better. When you get the Wheel of Fortune energy, this is the resistance position, but by the time the next 4 or 5 weeks turns, you've even got the Wheel of Fortune here, then there's a lot of good luck in your favor, okay? Things are going to turn out even better for you. Now the scarab beetle with the eye on it, this could be relevant because you may see images of scarab beetles that will highlight your good luck and protection during difficult times, during uncertain times. We all are aware that the world is very sort of energetically charged right now, and I feel like you are finding peace and good fortune within those energies. because of your beautiful heart, your understanding, and you're getting some good karma coming back to you as well. Now, the Wheel of Fortune, of course, is an energy of new options coming on in and new situations being faced and being able to take take that opportunity head on. They still didn't give me that word. Okay, so I feel it's more that you're being discerning about the company that you keep, though, and I feel like you are excited about change, as long as you're in control of those changes yourself, and you will be. I get the sense that you are, okay? In terms of your spending, because there's no pentacles here, I feel like financially, you're really trying to focus on, not spending too much. Perhaps that's why you've not been going out. You've been really trying to save in certain areas. I definitely see you like trying to be savvy around the home, make sure, appliances are turned off when you're not using them. So I really feel like you're being very careful with the way that you use your money. Now, the Eight of Swords does tell me that you may be a little bit nervous about the options that are available to you, but I feel like you are attracting the right situation for you at this time, and that includes finances, okay? When you got the Lover's card as well, it's an indication, that you have a lot of options opening up to you financially, and that actually you need to make a decision about building a better budget or better structure. So I feel like you've already got that in place for the year ahead. I feel like you started that already. Now we've got the outcome energy, reaching. So this is about your energy reaching and attracting the things that you truly desire. It says here, the moment to act has arrived, something you've been thinking about, so you will take action on it. You will reach your desired destination, carrying out the plan. This is the planning stages, and this is the plan coming to life, and it's happening, and it's going to be so successful. It's going to bring a lot of reward, a lot of celebration, and I feel like you and your friends will actually celebrate this as well. They're showing me those pillars for strength, stability, and protection. Whatever it is you're building, whether it's your own business, it could be an online business, because reaching indicates that you are going to be putting those reaching arms around them. I just get the sense of reaching out, that you are going to expand on whatever it is that you've got as a skill, and it's going to be far reaching. So this could be your voice, because you've got the King of Swords here. Some of you may do podcasts or things online, or it could be that you're going to connect to more clients, because of course we've got Gemini energy strongly in your chart with that King of Swords and the Lover's card, and Gemini is all about communication. It's about connecting to people. So I really feel that this is a very positive time for you. Now, of course, this is covered by, let me just pick those up. It's covered by the Wheel of Fortune. So good luck being on your side, and a cycle of change that brings better opportunity for you with whatever it is you're trying to focus on. If you are looking for love, I feel like you meet someone by surprise. This person could be Gemini or Capricorn in their energy. Could be a little bit of Virgo, Aries as well. It doesn't have to be, but I'm getting that strongly as well there. Now, I feel like you may have a choice if you're looking for love, but I will pull a card on it because we've also got the Devil card. Now, the Devil card is not an evil card. It is basically something that perhaps we're tempted to do. Like, for example, we know we need to focus on something, and we may be tempted to actually just sit down and watch TV or watch many reels, and suddenly 2-3 hours have passed, and we're like, oh, I've got a deadline. I've got to really focus on that deadline. So it's really about, you holding strong to what you want. Some of you, as I said, you may be trying to eat better, diet, healthier, and you may be tempted, or you may have fallen off the wagon a little bit. So it's okay to do that, but it's about realizing where you may feel stuck, or where you have got into a pattern that you find difficult to change. Because the devil is actually, the Devil card is actually a realization, and becoming aware of what your Achilles heel is, or your weak spot, shall we say. We've all got one, could be chocolate, could be alcohol, could be gambling, could be love itself. You know, it could be also that you're very kind in your nature is what they're showing me, my beautiful Taurians. And sometimes people take your kindness for weakness. I really feel like you're empowering yourself and putting yourself in a situation where you're not tolerating any bad behavior, any toxic energy you are releasing. I feel like you're changing these things, but I will pull a card on it, okay? Now we do have the Lovers card here. So if you are looking for love, I get a sense that you have an option to either have a fling with somebody, with that Devil card. You know, flings are okay as long as both parties are aware it's a fling and nobody's going to get hurt catching feelings. But the Lovers card also indicates that you're attracting something that you really want. So remember, whatever it is you want, see yourself in that moment, having it in the best frequency available. I always say if there's someone you're trying to attract back into your life, for example, if you're longing to be with somebody, because we've got the High Priestess here, the King of Swords, and the Lovers card. There could be someone who's on your mind, could be a twin flame, doesn't have to be, but there may be some toxic energy between you both that needs to be dispelled before you come into a frequency of union. But whenever you're thinking about someone that you want to call back into your present moment, it's so important to, one, remember why you're separated in the first place, because that will give you an indication as to whether this person really is truly for you. You know, sometimes humans, we just want to take space. We need to get our head straight. So, you know, it can't always be black and white. There's always a gray area. But if this person was toxic or detrimental to your health or your psyche in any way, then of course they're not meant for you, okay? But if you do want to call someone back into your life, visualize them in a moment of happiness with you. Don't think about the last time you argued with this person or when things did not go well, because actually you're attracting that person back into the frequency that you found them in, or left them in, shall we say. Now, for example, if you're a parent and you've been having trouble with a teenager, or you've been having trouble with a family member, or you know, whoever you've been having difficulty with, or a boss or whatever, you know, visualize you and that person getting on. You know, bonding, having a conversation that's deep, where you have a connection and respect, and you're changing the frequency, and that person will start to change around you, okay? Even if you do it as an experiment, because I feel right now you're really in experimentation mode, okay? So let me just pull a card and see what this Devil card means for you. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. Eight of Pentacles. Some of you, you know, may have been very ambitious, and you're focusing on something to do with work or a project, and there may be a bit of perfectionism there, okay? Sometimes when we feel, oh, we got the Devil card again. So interesting, because we got the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, this indicates that, you know, you're really good at what you do, and, you know, some of you may have procrastinated a little bit in the past, but you're really focused now. And now that you're in that ambition energy with that 10th house, it's so important to realize that perfectionism can kill dreams. Perfectionism can stop you from doing things that you truly want, because you always feel like it's not ready or it's not perfect, and you can't share it with the world, or you can't share it with your boss. You know, remember, do what you can in the moment. Be inspired. What you are and what you do is, you know, just it is awesome. So, you know, you don't have to push yourself and always feel like it's never good enough. So if you suffer from perfectionism, it's an important lesson to realize that you don't have to pressure yourself with having to be perfect, okay? Because it just adds pressure. And when you get pressurized, your brain also, you know, I mean, of course, if someone works really well under pressure, then great. But sometimes pressure can actually stop you from having or exploring the really good, fresh ideas that can help you move forward. We've also got the World card and the Devil card here. So sometimes you may be someone who really starts lots of projects, or gets really interested in a new hobby, and you never see it through to the end, or you don't finish it. They're indicating that you're going to release that bad habit behavior. We all have a habit that sometimes is detrimental to us. So I feel like you're going to release that, and you're going to really feel the energy now that Mars and Mercury are direct, and you're going to get projects done, you're going to get things done, and you're going to connect to things that you want to partner up with long term, okay? Again, if you're trying to call someone back from the past that you feel you have unfinished business with. Remember what was toxic about the energy, but I feel both you and this person, you're releasing any negativity, and you can call this person back into a frequency of change that is really beneficial to your union, and it can build a healthier relationship. Now, not everybody wants to call that person back into their life, but I'm just picking up that energy. So there we are. I've discussed that. Now we've got the Seven of Cups here. Seven of Cups is a lot of options, okay? And sometimes when we've got a lot of options, I mentioned this already, too many choices can bring commitment issues. So with the Seven of Cups there, it's important to focus. And because you've got that Magician card, in the next couple of weeks, you're going to be given the gift of intense focus, ambition, and confidence. Most important, confidence to take action on something. So if you're trying to weigh up your options as to what the best way forward is, just ask your guides, please could you deliver an answer? Please help me make a decision. I will open my heart to whatever is meant for me, but please guide me in the right direction. And you will start to see signs, symbols, okay? They're actually showing me a golden bee at this time, a golden bee. Now this can mean, sweet reward for work, or, community could mean, or it could be that something you've been working really hard towards is going to actually bear a lot of fruit. So it's important to look out for golden bee imagery as well. So you may be walking down the sidewalk and see someone with a golden bee as a pendant, or perhaps you may see a golden bee on a billboard. You may even see literally a lovely golden bee. So please take it as it resonates. Also with the Seven of Cups, this is about use your imagination, okay? Because you've got a lot of options. Focus on each one and see how it makes you feel. See yourself in the future of how it would be to live that life. And that will help you focus on the things that your heart really truly wants, because there's always going to be some aspect of something that you go, maybe that isn't for me. I mean, the overall picture of it seems great, but these are the details, and perhaps the details don't resonate. But you will find a path that really resonates with you, and you will choose that one, and you'll be really happy with your choices. I feel that's when an offer comes in, okay, that you will grab with both hands. So for example, if you're always wanted to be like a truck driver, and you're like, okay, but I want to work a certain amount of hours, so I don't want to work for that company, I want to work for this one, but it doesn't pay as well. So how can I open my options in order to find the right route for me? And as soon as you make a decision about what you want, the universe orchestrates things behind the scenes to deliver what you desire. So use your imagination. It's a very fertile imagination. Remember, thoughts become things. And we've got the Eight of Swords. Now the Eight of Swords is, to feel confined in your own narrative. Sometimes we get a little bit nervous about new decisions or choices that we have to make. The Eight of Swords says, this is a self-imposed restriction. There's nothing stopping you now. Make the decision, take action, and you will be successful. Eight of Swords, though, is very important because it does actually, it brings a necessary change to thinking, so that you're being released from denial. You're seeing things as they truly are. You're being very logical and honest with yourself. If something needs to change, you're not going to lie to yourself. You're going to say, you know what, I gotta be doing this. So let's get focused. Let's make it happen. So I feel with this card that, you've been tested recently, and I feel like you've been tested for a while actually, and I feel things are starting to come good for you. Opportunities are arising for you, and you got the Doorways card, number 11. So if you've been wondering about your true calling or your soul path, doors are going to start opening up for you, and it may feel a little bit nerve-wracking at first, especially when you're doing something different, but as soon as you take that first step, you're going to feel like you're coming home, is what they're showing me. Now we've also got the Knave of Chalices, which of course is the equivalent of the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups showed up there for you already. So again, remember your numerical synchronicities and synchronicities in general. You got double Lovers card, double Wheel of Fortune card, and now the double Page of Cups. An offer is coming on in for you. Now this could be a job offer, a dream job offer, if that's what you're hoping for. It could also be love, because the Page of Cups connects to new love. If you're connecting to some sort of charity event, or you're doing some volunteer work, this is a very important place where you will meet someone who's got a beautiful heart like yourself. Okay, but some of you may put yourself on a course of learning to do something that you love, which will actually lead you to an opportunity that you will grab with both hands. Your guides want you to be aware if there's anything that you're worried about, especially, of course, you know, the state of the world at large and the changes that are going around you. I feel like you're being encouraged to explore your spirituality, to find peace of mind, to find your true north with your true soul tribe. And I feel with the Page of Cups, you are being asked to remember that childlike spirit within, because that raises vibrations, okay? Remember children, when we were all children, we just visualized that one day I'm going to grow up, I'm going to be a tiger, or one day I'm going to grow up and I'm going to be a panther, or I'm going to be a superhero, or I'm going to be a fireman, or I'm going to be an astronaut, or I'm going to be, you know, whatever it is. You know, you visualized it and you believed it in that moment. So it's so important to remember your childlike spirit. And I know a lot of us walk with trauma from young years. You know, our experiences are not all the same. And we tend to walk a very difficult journey. Life is about ups and downs. And I feel right now you're going to be going through a period of things getting better for you infinitely. Remember to have fun, okay? Because this is a card of open-heartedness. Be open to all the wonderful good things that are coming your way. And, you know, have that childlike curiosity about the world. Like, well, what if I did this? Maybe this will be the outcome. Okay, but if I did that, it'd be even better and it'd be really exciting. So I feel it's important to remember your imagination is key, and having that power of the playfulness, shall we say, to explore your options and really, you know, imagine what life could be if you took a certain route that would be different, even shaking up like a route home, or, you know, a route to work, or, you know, changing up the restaurant that you go to. You're actually changing your frequency and exploring and picking up new energy. Now also, again, if you're looking for love, the Page of Cups is the beginning of intimacy, okay? A relationship that's going to be very exciting to be in, very playful, very lighthearted. But this card really indicates that all adventures will lead you to where you want to be, okay? Where your heart really resonates. So I'm just going to go and get a final card before I close the reading for you. With the Eight of Pentacles, it was in the reverse. A lot of you may be worried about finances, okay? I will pull a quick card on that, but I feel that the money that, if you feel like you've been, oh, well, there you go. They were showing me the golden bee. So, I mean, my guides are channeling with me as I do the reading. They're always giving me the images ahead so that I can show to you, so that I can prove to you that I'm actually, you know, channeling for you, as well as doing the tarot. I'm picking up on images that will be beneficial and relevant to you. You may not see a golden bee, you know, in the next day or so, but in the next 4 or 5 weeks, you will see these images. I have lots of people writing in the comments box below, Baba, I saw the puzzle piece in the street, like you said. It's so weird. I saw a card on the street. These images are going to be very important. They point you in a certain direction to let you know that good luck is on your way, and that change, whilst it's going to happen around us, you're protected and you'll be redirected to whatever it is you are meant for. Now it says be community. So again, it's a reminder, community is important. We picked up strongly in that in your reading. It says you are a powerful creator, especially since you got the Magician card. You are a master creator. It says you are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving the sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. Now, of course, male or female, not a gender specific reading. It's about the energy, okay? But you are the soul of abundance, and you're attracting goodness at this time. So believe and receive, okay? I'm just going to quickly pull, I'm going to pull a card to clarify finances. I'm only going to take the uprights in this deck just before I leave. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Because with that Devil card, you may feel a little bit like you overspent in the last month or so. Ten of Swords, Magician card. Okay, and we've got the Three of Swords, and we got the Three of Pentacles. So again, there's this sense of working together, community. So the Magician card is basically something you're focused on. I mean, some of you could be ending a position or a job that you've been in that you found really difficult. What they're indicating here is your focus will bring you more money, of course, but also your talents. Some of you may have a talent that you've not tapped into. that you will tap into. It could be passive income or something that you're really good at. If you're really good at those online things, that just tick over in the background, that's important too. We've got number 10, which basically, they want you to be aware of this. My guides are saying the first two cards are 11, and we've got the door, the portal card, but this 10 of Swords with the 3 of Swords really indicates that hardship is ending. Difficulty will be ending, okay? But it requires your focus. So your budget requires your focus. 3 of Pentacles indicates that you are stable financially at this time, or you will be. 3 of Pentacles also indicates that you're building on your finances on a solid foundation, and that your efforts will bring reward. This is a card of being an architecture of your dreams and them becoming tangible, okay? So I feel things are starting to take shape for you, and I feel some of you may find a mentor. It could be that you stumble upon a video online that's like, hey, do these things that'll help you, increase your finances. Of course, stay well away from any quick rich schemes. You don't want to connect to those. But 3 of Pentacles, some of you may be connecting in a business partnership, or you're thinking about pooling your resources with you and your friends to set something up, or you and your family to set something up. It will be very successful. So some of you may be ending the way that you work in order to change and move into something greater. Now we've also got doorways, so there's a lot of portals opening up to you that will bring opportunity. So it says 11 there, so you're on your soul path. It's important to remember that you need to believe and receive, okay? They keep giving me that, so that's why I'm giving it to you again. Just before we go, they're giving me someone with chapped lips. So if that's you, it could be that this is a symbolic energy to remember to hydrate, remember to moisturize, perhaps. So that's not going to resonate with everyone, but that's what they're giving me right now, so just be aware. Chapped lips could also mean that there hasn't been opportunity or good luck for a while, perhaps, and you're feeling it's about time. Well, it will be bestowed upon you. But hydrate, water is important, okay? So I'll leave it there, my beautiful Taurians. I hope something resonates here for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Taurians, and love and light.